everyone, it's Morgyn from For Love of Paper, and I'm here with my first December daily process video. This is my numbers 1 through to 7. I don't do my December daily as what happened each day in December. I pick out basically 24, 25 Christmas things that happened in the festive period. And this is basically the first 7. I'm also putting our Elf on the Shelf photos in there as well. Those are obviously 1 through to 7 December, but the other photos are just things that have happened. Yeah, some of them I've done little collages, like there's one there that was our decorations, another one that was crafts that we've done, and I just made a little photo collage. And then the Elf on the Shelf I've just printed out as these little, it's about 1.5 inches or maybe 1.25 inches square, and I'll just pop that on each page. I am also using the little number clusters that were in one of my previous videos, and I'm using those on each page. So this is 1 through to 7. I can't post a video every day because I don't get to record every day. I don't get to craft every day. So I'm kind of saving up my December dailies, doing them on a Friday night or a Saturday so that I can have them uploaded on the Monday for you. So yeah, you'll basically get a week's worth at a time. This first photo is of Sam and a couple of his classmates. They had a Christmas carols evening at the school, and his class sung a song, what was it called? Oh, The Little Snowflake, which is one that I hadn't heard before. And they were just all so cute and adorable and had the best time. And I'm so good. We were almost not going to go because Roman wasn't feeling well and Frank had been working late, but I'm so glad we did because they just had the best time. And I'm just backing my little elf photo on some of this vellum paper that I'd printed some stars on, and I've got to print some more of that because I do run out before this video is over. And then popping a little the number 1 down. They were from they're from the, oh my goodness, the Scrapping Fun Kits Christmas kit or Documenting December kit. And I will leave a link to my previous video where I made all my little number clusters. And yeah, I'm using those for each day or each item during December. Add a little bit of washi tape and then one of these labels. They were Teresa Collins labels. I can't remember where I got them from. They may have come in a kit somewhere. And just did some journaling about that, and that page is done. Oh, and then I realized that I'd done all these tags and stuff, and they were in that back pocket. That video will be going up on, I think, the 17th of this month. You will be able to see how I made all those little tags and pockets and whatnot using my Scrapping Fun Kits goodies. So be sure to check that out when it is available. I had to put some tape on the back of that sticker because it kind of lost its stickiness. This photo here was of our decorating. We've gone very minimal decorating this year. We've got a tiny little tree, which is also our advent calendar. Sam gets to put one decoration on every day leading up until Christmas. So that's 2 in 1. And then I bought a potted poinsettia plant, which can last all year round, but that's sitting out there. And then we had another little tiny wooden Christmas tree, and then of course the wreath on the door. And that is pretty much all our Christmas decorations, other than a few crafts that Sam's made along the way. Yeah, which is really nice. It's not too overbearing this year. And of course the Elf on the Shelf. The first Elf on the Shelf one was he wrote "I'm back" on the bathroom mirror, and then the second one he'd made himself a little swing out of an empty toilet roll, and he was hanging on our fan, which was a bit cute. Sam loves looking for him every morning. It's always sad, even on Christmas Day when he's not there anymore, after nearly a month of finding the little elf every morning. yes, so did a little bit of journaling there, and I do go back and add some journaling about the elf as well later. I flick back. And this one here, oh, the elf snuck into the fridge. He put on some nice warm wintry clothing and was snuggled up in our fridge door. And this one was our Santa photo. So I had made this little photo cluster previously, and I'd used some, what is that, wood veneer that said Santa. So obviously perfect for our Santa photo. Now that is a photo of a photo, because the photo that I got was way bigger than my album and I didn't want to cut it down, so I just took a photo of it and stuck it in here. I'm sure that's fine. The photo came out all right anyway. And I'm glad I made up some of these little pockets and like photo mats beforehand. It does make it so much easier. And what else do I add onto this page? Oh, the number 3, of course. Sometimes I struggled a little bit with where to place things. As you can see, this was one of the times that I struggled. I think also from the next one, I was actually talking on the phone to my sister at the same time as filming this. So I was kind of a little bit distracted. So the rest of the video, I think, is edited a little bit more than normal because I stopped to chat and, was doing hand signals to her and showing her different things while I was filming this. So I apologize if it's a little bit choppy throughout the rest of the video. I think this took me, to do this 7 days worth, I think it took me an hour. That was total filming time, but like I said, I was a bit distracted with other things during that time. And that was just a label from my stash that I used to do my journaling, a bit of washi tape, and one of these sequins. It's so handy, this kit, like everything just matches so well together. I love it. And making the little album myself, I actually did a really good size. I'm glad I didn't make it any smaller. Like I was going to make it skinnier, and I'm so glad I didn't because my photos only just fit. Although I was actually thinking I should have done all my Elf on the Shelf ones like together on like the back page or the back 2 pages rather than on the daily pages, but never mind. These things happen. And hindsight, can't always get everything perfect. And I think that was my last bit of that vellum. I really do need to print some more of that, but I think I need some more ink in my printer. I tried to print something the other day and it was all a bit strange. So here is, I should say, see, this is I was talking to my sister. A collage of some of the crafts we've done this year. I've made the little gift box, which there is a video up on my channel. Also my Christmas card that's on there. There's a video to that as well. So go back and check those out if you haven't already. Actually, the little star box, that is part of our Christmas hop. And there is some prizes that you can win over there. So I will leave a link to that one in the description box below. Go and check it out. You might win yourself something. And the other photo was of this cute little reindeer that Sam made at school. And he coloured all the front of it, and then it had a peg. Oh, I was showing my sister the photo. Sorry, I thought I'd edited everything out. Anyway, yeah, this little rainbow, and you take the peg off the top and it opens out. It looks like a flower. And he'd wrote to his little brother, oh, I can't remember. Oh, you're so dear to me. I love you, Roman, or something like that. Oh, it just melted my heart. I had a little tear when he showed me that. It was so cute. This photo was of some sandwiches I made for Sam's classroom. They had a class party on his last day, but the second to last day of school, and we were in charge of bringing some sandwiches. So we made some ham and cheese Christmas trees, and then we made some Nutella gingerbread men, and I just used my cookie cutters to cut those out, and he thought it was pretty cool, and they all got eaten at school, so they must have been all right. I used the front of that pocket to pop my photo on, so that made a bit of a photo mat, and then I did my journaling on the inside of this tag. I was going to do my elf on the shelf in there, but I didn't want to cover up that tree, so he just pops over to the side there. And then my number 5, which I wished I'd put the picture of the poinsettia. I wish I'd put that on the page with that flower, but never mind. It still looks good there. It matches with the red on that little envelope. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I was trying to find a bit of paper to mat my little photo on. I just needed to keep the theme going. I'd matted all the other ones, so I felt I should do this one as well. And tucked it under there, and that one, the elf had arrived in a sleigh with a little reindeer, which was so cute, and he was sitting on top of our fish tank. And Sam got up that morning, and yeah, he thought it was so cool, although he was worried that there was no reins. The reindeer didn't have any reins on him, and how could the elf tell him which way to go if he didn't have reins? So we didn't think about that, but we assumed that Santa must have given the sleigh and the reindeer a little bit of the Christmas magic so he could get here. And I think I must have done my journaling for number 5 off camera, and I just did it on the back of that tag. This is of my two little munchkins in the Christmas shirts that I made them. Sam's is a Batman with a Santa hat on, and Roman, I just bought a onesie from Kmart, just a plain white one, and I have wrote my first Christmas on it. Oh, actually, I didn't write it on there. It's with heat transfer vinyl stuff, and they just looked super cute in their outfits, and I'm glad I actually got a photo of both of them wearing them, because then after I took that, Roman started getting fussy and he crawled around on the floor, and I hadn't mopped that particular day. I hadn't mopped, and the whole front of it just got covered in all the little bits off the floor. And I vacuum 2, sometimes 3 times a day around here, and still he gets covered in bits. It's ridiculous. Sorry, all my hand signals over the phone. We were on FaceTime, so she could actually see me. I don't just do that randomly while I'm talking on the phone. And I can't remember what that elf was doing. Oh, that's right. He was hanging out in my craft room. He had tucked himself into the tripod on my camera. And that was number 6. What am I doing? Oh, getting out some office stickers. What do I write on there? Oh, I think I wrote new t-shirts. Yeah, new t-shirts in that fun gold. They're like vinyl, fun gold vinyl letter stickers. And using the other half of that little tag. And I feel like I've talked a lot in this video. Mind you, this is a long one. I haven't done a long one like this in quite a while. And this is the last one, and it's Roman wearing his cool